My question is for Mr. Bernardo. Mr. Bernardo, you sit on a consultative committee that was established by the previous Minister of Public Safety, Mr. Day. Is that right? And Mr. Torino sits on that, Mr. Gary Mazur. He seems to be an expert that is often quoted. There's yourself, and there's Mr. Cossette, also Ms. Toll, I believe, Mr. Farron, I believe. So there are many people who sit on that committee. Is it true that that committee is only made up of people who are against this bill, or who I might say believe in deregulating firearms?
Consensus of the committee is in that regard, ma'am, because we report to a cabinet minister, and you would have to ask him what the consensus of that is. We have not met recently.
Okay. Votre dernier rapport date.
When was your last report published? You said you report. So is this a written report to the minister?
To the minister, you would have to ask him that question.
Okay. Donc, je comprends qu'il y a peut-être un rapport.
Well, there may be a report. Okay. Mr. Bernardo, please tell me if I'm mistaken. The day after the tragedy at Dawson College, in the Canadian press, you were quoted, and you said that you possessed a certain arm, the Barrett CX-400. Is that correct?
Avez-vous un Beretta CX-4?
So that's what I'm saying. You said that you had a Beretta CX-400. Yes or no? Do you have that gun or not?
Or not?
No, do you have a Beretta CX-4 Storm?
Do I have that now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but that isn't any of your business. Okay?
Okay.
The firearms information could get my family killed. I will not do it in a public forum. Thank you.
Ah bon. Bon, bref, dans la presse...
Fine. In the Canadian press, you did say it. That's what is stated here, that you have a Beretta CX-4 Storm. Actually quoting you. So, I'm quoting what you said. So you said that using the Beretta Storm gives one a very pleasant feeling because it's a small caliber gun. It's very specific, very precise, and you can easily spend a whole day target practice using that kind of gun or in a target range. Do you remember saying something like that?
Why else would anybody spend $1,200 to buy one? That's what it's for. It's a target firearm. And people would spend $1,200 so they could go to a range and enjoy the pleasure of shooting it. That's what it's for.
Et le fait que cette arme a...
And what about the fact that this gun was used in the shooting at Dawson? You think that it should be... Do you think that it should be used without necessarily having to register it? What do you think about it? Do you think that handguns should be registered, or do you just feel, or do you just have a problem with long guns being registered?
Ask me 3 questions there.
Est-ce que, très bien, je vais préciser ma question.
Fine, I'll be more specific. Are you for or against the registration of handguns?
Handguns is a different thing than the registration of long guns. Handguns have been registered since 1934, and the registrations were done by police officers. When a handgun is registered now, it is a verified firearm, which means the information that's entered into the system is way more accurate than the information that would be entered initially about a potential long gun. So to answer that question is a simple yes, no. It's not really doing anybody, including yourself, a service.
We'll have to leave it there.